I've always loved interesting history facts. There's something comforting about realizing that no matter how strange today feels, humanity has always been out there doing fascinating things. So let's rewind for a minute and also wish my youngest daughter Rosie a happy 13th birthday. So here's what happened today in history, January 28th. I'm Chris, your history guide for your morning history vibes, and by the end of this, I want to know which one of these facts stuck with you. Drop it in the comments. Back in 1813, a novel called Pride and Prejudice quietly entered the world. Jane Austen published it anonymously, and it became an instant hit. Imagine writing one of the most famous love stories of all time and not even putting your name on it. In 1871, Paris fell after a brutal 4-month siege during the Franco-German War, one of the most romanticized cities on earth, brought to its knees by starvation, cold, and exhaustion. Fast forward to 1901 when the American League was founded, setting the stage for modern professional baseball as we know it today. In 1915, Congress created the U.S. Coast Guard by merging two very different missions, the Revenue Cutter Service and the U.S. Life-Saving Service. Law enforcement met rescue work and a new branch was born. Then the following year in 1916, Louis Brandeis became the first Jewish Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, marking a major milestone in American legal history. Then in 1917, something powerful happened at the U.S.-Mexico border. A Mexican maid named Carmelita Torres refused to endure the humiliating chemical delousing Mexicans were forced to undergo when crossing north. Her refusal sparked protests that grew into what became known as the Bath Riots. In 1921, Albert Einstein startled Berlin by openly suggesting that the universe itself could someday be measured. At the time, it sounded almost absurd. Today, it feels prophetic. In 1958, Godric Kirk Christensen patented the Lego brick, a simple idea that would quietly reshape childhood creativity and play around the world. In 1985, music's biggest stars came together to record We Are the World, raising millions to fight famine in Africa and showing what collective influence could actually accomplish. And finally, in 1986, a moment that many people still vividly remember. I remember sitting in the school library with everyone else watching the Space Shuttle Challenger lift off. Then the explosion. The teacher turned off the TV, and we were quietly ushered back to class, and no one explained a thing. An entire generation learned something heavy about loss that morning. So which one of these history facts stayed with you? Drop it in the comments. And if you're into interesting and strange daily history just like this, like, share, and follow. Stay thirsty for knowledge, my friends.